Big-hitting Kevin O'Brien terrorised the Middlesex attack for the second time in a fortnight as Gloucestershire defeated Middlesex by 25 runs in the Panthers' penultimate Friends Life T20 match in Bristol. Shot out for a meagre 81 by Glamorgan in their last home outing on Sunday, the Gladiators owed it to their supporters to put on a better show in this, their final home game of what's been a disappointing campaign for them. But having been put in, their captain, Kane Williamson, lost his middle stump to Stephen Finn in the second over. Chris Taylor then provided the innings with crucial early momentum. He launched into last Sunday's hero Ryan McLaren, crashing 19 runs off his first over as he dominated a stand of 38 in 4 overs with New Zealander Hamish Marshall, another of Middlesex's nemesis after that record-breaking Dawid Uxbridge a fortnight ago. Marshall scored a ton in that game but managed only 8 this time before he clipped Stephen Crook to short mid-wicket. But Taylor continued to score fluently as these spinners were brought into the attack after the power play overs. Neither Jamie Dalrymple nor Tom Smith could stem the flow of runs. Ian Cobain offered Taylor some valuable support, contributing 28 from 32 deliveries and playing the anchor role in a third-wicket partnership that yielded 46 runs and provided vital mid-innings momentum for Gloucestershire. Taylor reached a fine 50 made from 33 balls in which he'd smited 7 fours and a 6. It was a knock which held the Gladiators' innings together. He was eventually stumped by John Simpson for 51 in the act of giving Tom Smith the charge, but he'd helped his side reach 94 for 3 in the 13th over. That gave O'Brien the best part of 7 overs to excel once more against Middlesex. Having just got back from playing for Ireland, he came in down the order, and the Panthers were probably thankful of that, as he was soon putting bat to ball against them once again. He smashed 11 sixes in that Dawid Uxbridge, and he added another one here with a scoop shot over cover. He quickly pushed the total onto 122 in the 17th over with Cobain, who then holed out to deep square leg off McLaren, but O'Brien then took the game away from Middlesex. The big Irishman proved especially severe on Crook, crashing 20 runs from 3 balls at the start of the final over. The first 2 were clubbed, and there's no better word for it, to the long-on boundary. Then the third was hit for 6 over cover to bring O'Brien his 50, this one coming from only 25 balls. He then swatted a no ball over square leg for another maximum to make a right mess of Crook's figures and take Gloucestershire to 165 for 4, the highest score made in Bristol in the T20 this season. Middlesex then needed a start, but alas they didn't get one. Chris Rogers, who'd been given the job of skippering the side, aced to catch behind to give the impressive Ian Saxby an early breakthrough. Then Scott Newman was legged before to Williamson, as Middlesex could only get to 19 for 2 from their opening 5 overs. And that left the rest just too much to do. Jamie Dalrymple and Dawid Malan gave them some brief hope in a third-wicket alliance of 52 made in 6 overs. How Middlesex have missed the services of the likes of Malan and Gareth Berg in this competition because of injuries. They are 2 very important players. Dalrymple had been promoted to open the innings, and that gave him a chance to get a proper bat. He'll have enjoyed sweeping Matthias Muralitharan for a maximum on his way to a top score of 36. These 2 had taken their side to 71 for 2 in the 11th over, and they now needed to press on the gas, but instead Malan was bowled by Jack Taylor for 32. The rate required was heading towards double figures on a slow pitch, which meant that risks now had to be taken. Tom Scollay chipped Ed Young to Chris Taylor at long off, and then to the very next ball, Dalrymple also holed out to leave the Panthers on 89 for 5 and requiring 77 more runs to win off only 34 balls. So the visitors now had a mountain to climb, but John Simpson unpacked his crampons and hit a massive maximum before he too fell, bowled by Jack Taylor, as the batsman had no option but to try to repeat the dose. Middlesex's last hope was with Sunday's final over hero McLaren, but this time he skied a catch off Saxby to go for 6, leaving his side 55 to get from 17 deliveries. there was no chance of that, in spite of both Crook, who struck Saxelby for a late six, and Smith having a go. But in the end, the Panthers were never really in this contest after the loss of those early wickets, and they ended on 140 for 7 to lose by 25 runs. It was a disappointing showing after the excitement of Sunday, but in truth the Panthers have bigger fish to fry this summer. They have one final match in this competition at Champions Hampshire on Friday before they can get back to the serious business of the County Championship.